Thank you, everybody. What qualities do you look for in your dream girl?
Qualities I look for in my dream girl. So I would say, first of all, it's kind of superficial, but I look for someone who clicks with me. I think there really is something to be said about someone who you get along with, you talk very easily, it's not hard, your sense of humor is kind of the same. I really think there's something valuable in that. Second off, I think I look for intentionality. I look for a girl who clearly cares about other people and really desires to get to know them and has a purpose with the conversations that she has, because I feel like I try and do that and I want someone else who does that. The third thing I would say is just that they're strong in their faith, because if we want marriage to be the reflection of God's love for us and our devotion for Him, obviously you have to have someone who's committed to God in that same way. So I think I look for a girl who's strong in her faith in that way.
Thank you, Jake. Ladies, if you look inward, you see me down yourself. See Jake after.
Corey Beveridge. And ladies and gentlemen, Corey is the only contestant this year who has done Mr. CCH 4 years running. So let's give him a round of applause. All right, Corey, you ready for your question?
Yes, ma'am.
What is one trend that you wish you could end right now?
Oh, thank you so much for that. I'm just going to get my soapbox out right here. Okay, so you know how kids are just totally annoying? Well, they have this game called Fortnite where there's a taunt dance where you put an L on your forehead and just do kind of a little donk-a-donk thing. And they use it for when their friends like do something stupid or something embarrassing to embarrass them even further. That just needs to stop. Because first of all, it's way too redneck. And secondly, it's not very kind, and I don't appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Corey. I do think I agree with you, yes.
Easton Dunning, report to the stage. Easton, I've been waiting so long for you to do Mr. CCH. I'm so glad you're here.
I've been waiting too, Drew.
Easton, if you were to describe yourself as a cartoon character, what character would it be, and why?
Well, that's a great question. I think I've given it a lot of thought, and I think I'd have to say Fred Jones from Scooby-Doo. I've been told I resemble him. I would say that's what I'd go with.
You do. I see it.
Joey.
Hello.
Hello, Joey. You ready for your question?
I sure am.
Alrighty. If your life was a movie, what songs would be on the soundtrack?
Ooh, thanks for asking. So, every morning I wake up to the song April in Paris by the Count Basie Orchestra. Then after that would be Mr. Blue Sky by the Electric Light Orchestra, because, I'm a pretty happy guy. I enjoy blue skies and sunny days. And then as far as Jesus in my life, I think I would have Endless Hallelujah by Corey Asbury, because wake up in the morning, first thing on your mind should be Jesus, and the last thing on your mind when you go to bed should be Jesus. And let's see, the song to end the day, I would do Take On Me by Aha.
Nice songs, Joey.
Thank you, Abigail. Joey, is it Schultz or Schultz?
It's Schultz.
Schultz, thank you.
There's an invisible T in there.
Garrett Greenfield. Welcome.
Thanks.
You're welcome. If you could answer this question truthfully,
Sure, yeah, maybe.
what is your favorite Bible verse and why?
Okay, a serious one. You caught me off guard. I think I'll go with 2 Corinthians 5:21. God made him who had no sin to be sin for us, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God. I think that verse paints a really beautiful picture of what the gospel is, and what it means. Jesus' death and resurrection to give us a chance at eternal life and a relationship with Christ. So, I love that verse.
Thank you, Garrett. Keep that conversation.
John Garrison. All right, John, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
If you knew when you were going to die, what would you eat as your last meal?
Okay, here it is. I call it the Fat Boy Special. It's, you're at McDonald's. It's a 20-piece chicken nugget meal. You make it large, obviously, and then a McDouble and a McChicken. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, my distinguished panel of judges.
Thanks, John. Not bad.
That really would be a last meal. Josh Berry. You're doing great, man.
Yep, all the way out. You're getting there.
Good, first try, that was great. Thanks. Josh, what is your favorite name for a car?
That's a hard one. Each car has its own personality, and it's like there's different makes and models and colors. And sometimes the headlights kind of look like faces that give them even more personality. So it's hard to have one perfect name for a car, I'd say. I think you could generally call most cars Otto, like OTTO, but Otto is wordplay.
The wordplay classic.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
thanks.
Thank you. That's
You're
right.
welcome.
Stephen Terrell. Got the Mountain Dew. Great, great.
Got to put the important things front and center.
That's a good sponsor. That's great.
Delicious.
Ready for your question, Stephen?
Hypothetically,
All right, we'll test it. What is your favorite part of nature?
so I'm a big fan of Colorado as a concept, and also the mountains. They're great. I really enjoy going out there with my friends and finding places that have "Don't climb, you'll die here" signs, and climbing them anyway. And it's in those moments where I'm kind of just running along the side of a cliff to get from one rock to another, not safely at all, that I feel closest to God, figuratively and literally.
Nice, thank you, Stephen.
That was a lot of literary tools you used. Pretty good. Denver Langford. Wow. Denver, some may say that we're like brothers.
We are brothers.
Yeah, that's why some people say that. But I have a question for you.
Okay, brother.
Not as your brother, as your MC though. What would be your idea of a perfect date?
I think that the perfect date can be encapsulated by an actual date, like the fruit. So let me describe it. It's kind of sweet. You know, I would want a perfect date to be sweet. Like an actual date, I would want it to be nutritious, full of fiber, so that your body can run like oil. I would want it to be kind of a purple-brown, as far as the atmosphere goes. But I want it to be short, because, you know, it doesn't take long to get an actual date. And why should an actual date, like a guy and a lady date, last so long? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right, I guess. Thank you, Denver. And that's it for our Q&A segment.
Thank you, contestants. Another round of applause.